Welcome back to another After Work special. My name is Garrett, and this is Mojo Manufacturing. From last week's video, we did these. We have 4 of these left, or the first ones we did. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my soft shells that I made a few videos back, and I'm going to do both of these at the same time. And I know what you're thinking from last video, when the one flung out of here, that's not going to happen this time, because I modeled these together and they're all in one program. There's no 2 separate coordinates or anything. So we're going to put both of these in there, and we are going to let this thing rip. So coming out of the gate, we had a little bit of a mishap here, and you'll see it. But since this is saw cut stock, it can vary a little bit. So I didn't really account for that in the program. So to fix this, we just took a smaller step over. Took a little bit longer, no big deal. We got it done though. So in between machining this week, I purchased this powder coating kit from Eastwood, and I got my dad one for last Christmas, I think, and it looked pretty sweet, so I sort of wanted to get one myself. But the problem was I didn't have an actual oven to put it in, and obviously I can't put it in the oven that I used to cook in. Anyway, I got this powder coating kit to powder coat the shifters that I used after I put them in the tumbler. That's the reason I got this powder coating kit. So let's open it up. The Edge Technology vice stop for the mill. Pretty sweet. Powder coating oven. Now I don't have to put it in the oven that we cook in. Yay. This thing is freaking sweet. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was. So I've been getting a disgusting amount of tool runout, and I found that out just by, I don't know, wanting to check to see what I'm working with here. So I got this is a 5/10 indicator, whatever, and we're pretty far off. Like, we're off a couple thousandths from one flute to the next. Pretty insane. So I really wanted to figure out how I can fix that. So I did the first thing that came to mind. I looked up an NYC CNC video, and boom, there it was. And that's really how I'm going to figure this thing out. Which brings me to my next point. This channel is strictly for documenting, and maybe, like, I think I put in there a 10% maybe informing or anything to that extent, but it's mainly just to document. There's too many guys out there that are way too good at teaching, and I am terrible at teaching. I'm just merely showing what I'm doing. So this is what I'm doing, and I use other guys' videos to help me along the way. So awesome. Duct tape screwdriver, dead blow hammer, about 5/10 more than 15, and that's about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3.5 thousandths. That's insane. Yes! Score. Take a look at this. Goes to the same point every time. There's 3 flutes. Wait for the highest point. Boom. One more. Highest point. Right there. Boom. Not terrible. I wish I had a tenths indicator. 10,000ths, that is. This is a 5,000ths. 5/10,000ths indicator. 5/10,000ths indicator. So that's not too bad. I can roll with that. I want to check this after I get done milling these guys out on the top. I did a successful work coordinate system change. I went from a G54 to a G55. Awesome. Look at that thing. And it did not crash. That is awesome. G55. Started out in G54. How amazing. It worked this time. I thought for sure it would crash. And here is the aftermath. Right there is its highest point. Right there. Wow. 2,000 short. Same thing there. About 2,000 short. It's insane. Right there. One, 2, 3, 4. 3,000s right there. Four thousandths. So there's 4,000ths difference between these flutes. That's insane. That was after. I mean, they were very good starting off, but then once I started going, I started hearing a little bit more chatter and a little bit more chatter, and that could be that I have it hanging out of the end of the collet pretty far, which I had to mill down deep in those pockets. But I gotta figure out a better way to stop tool right now. I mean, I got it pretty good to start off with, but then, dang it, still screwed up. We'll figure it out. So I have to get a few more things for my powder coat gun. Before I can use it, I gotta get a different regulator, a smaller regulator to run down to 8 psi, and my regulators all are up to 120, so I can't get down that low. So I want to grab those and get ready for this weekend with that, and hopefully for Sunday's video we have a powder coat video. So hopefully I can powder coat these. I have one more. This is the first one I ever made, and I screwed it up a lot, so this is the first one I'm actually going to test. Hopefully that'll work. Also for the powder coat gun I have to get a water-air separator. So obviously it works off air pressure, and I have to there's a little thing that hooks underneath the gun, the powder coat gun, and it just separates the water out of it. So I have to get one of those as well as another regulator before I can powder coat this. So in the meantime, I'm going to clean these two up, put these in the tumbler, and we'll save these for Sunday's video.